Hmm. All right. Suppose we're growing, I suppose. Um. Hmm. I will have to buy my piss. So um. If she cannot, then I suppose I will maybe get Skyler to meet me. I do not know. I wish I could go through these things and organize them properly, but suppose not. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Paige.
Hey, hello.
Hi. Pay your toll.
Hmm.
Then you just have to log yourself, stating that I'm the one who's escorting you. Is there a reason as to why you are coming to the end?
Yes, I have been the overworld healer cannot help me, and so Skyler has to.
Oh.
Mhm.
Healer for...
I suppose it does not matter. I have been cursed with anti-healing, so my stab wound will continue to bleed profusely until it is removed.
I see.
Mm-hmm. And
Well. Mm-hmm.
Ophelia, I do not think knows very much about black magic, as it is a bit illegal in the overworld.
Okay. Do you know where you're supposed to be meeting Skyler?
I presume is apothecary, but I do not know where that is.
I believe that there was... my best guess, it would probably be in Stellaris.
Mm-hmm.
If that is... Since that is where, they are. Do you have the Stellaris Waystone or no?
I do not.
Um... I know you're injured. Well, which Waystone do you have? Do you have, like, the Nocturna Waystone at all, or do you only have Blackfoot?
I have Nocturna.
Okay, go to which Nocturna?
Both, if there is two.
Yes, there's two. One is the agricultural
Mm-hmm.
district. One is the castle. The closest would be the castle.
Okay.
So go to the castle. The only reason why I'm taking this way is because you are very clearly injured. I don't want you to pick me up to put more strain on yourself. So I'm granting you passage through here just so we can get to Stellaris.
Mm-hmm. Understandable.
Mm-hmm. So I assume that you're going to be Skylar's very first patient.
Yes, I've been told I'm kind of stuck here, but I will be paying the pass daily, so there will be no issue with that, I hope.
Right, so you'll be staying here an extended period of time then.
I am not, I could bleed out at any moment, so I think that is the main worry.
Okay. Well, hopefully that does not happen. Really put a railing here at some point. I'm just gonna have you grab the waystone to here quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Just so that way you have it. If you go up those stairs.
It's just you. Good.
I do have someone with me.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Paige, been expecting you. Hello.
Hello.
They asked for an escort, so I escorted.
Greatly appreciated. I'm assuming you have all the luggage.
No,
You have luggage?
It is fine.
Have you been carrying it? Okay, what did you bring?
It is only 3 shulker boxes, it's fine.
Of course, I mean, Paige, that's not really great for you to be carrying heavy weights around right now, especially with your current state. So, although I fully understand that, that's something you're used to, that would be great if. Well, you know what? How about I take them to your room?
I can carry these, it is fine.
you really shouldn't be carrying a lot of things around right now.
That's why I granted them. That's why I granted them access to walk through the castle, because they didn't have this waystone to Stellaris, and I didn't want them picking
Oh,
me up.
oh, yeah. Be sure to grab the Whitestone then.
I did.
Good, good. Okay, right, stop carrying it. Let's at least take it to your room. I do insist that I carry it for you. Well, I guess the last distance won't matter much.
Mm-hmm.
Just at least up the stairs. Be careful.
I can-
Thank you, Rowena, for
I can
bringing
walk
her here.
upstairs.
All right. This is where you'll be staying. Just for the time being, as long as, well, you need to. If you need anything else in here, just tell me. I'll be sure to bring it. I've gotten you a desk, a nice place to stay if that you have any books or any clothing to put in here.
What?
Anything that you've brought, just feel free to make yourself at home.
Alright. I do have 2 pictures with me. Would those be fine to have?
You can put them wherever you want.
Mm-hmm.
If you need space to be made, feel free. You can rearrange furniture just fine. Feel free to rearrange wherever you want in this room, except for maybe this thing. It's neighboring the shop too much.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shop, the front desk. I do have my books with me, so honestly, right now, I do actually need to get a close look at that wound. So we'll be doing that. I don't currently have a kitchen in here. Did you bring food?
I do.
And do please
Yes.
place down your shulker boxes. All right.
I can still
Just
carry
unpack your-
things.
Because you can doesn't mean you should be. All right.
Alright. So just unpack.
Okay. Yeah, just unpack, make yourself at home. I'll be right with you. I'll get you some tea. Alright, that's here. I'll have the garden, the bathhouse, the kitchen ready in some hours. It's not fully done yet. I apologize for that. Do keep unpacking. If you need help unpacking anything, just tell me.
I do not need help. I can do these simple things myself.
Of course. I'm simply offering.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy that you made it here safe. I greatly appreciate that. And I'm glad you made your way here. I recognize that I probably didn't give you the correct directions, which I'm fully at fault for.
It is fine. I asked Lady Rowena for her assistance getting here, so it is all good.
Quite grateful for our Rowena, one of the smartest in our kingdom. So, how have you been feeling?
The same as before.
I see. That would make sense. That would be by design, wouldn't it? Well, it means that nothing's gotten worse, which is quite comforting, actually.
Hmm.
What would you prefer, nettle tea or ribwort tea?
I have not had either.
Alright, well, one gives regeneration, the other instant health. I know that they're not entirely helpful, but I'll put them in your dress over here. Yeah, still soothing any headaches or any exhaustion. Quite useful.
Mm-hmm. It's the same teas that Ophelia sent me. I just have not had them yet.
Well, there's more over here to be had, so that's good too.
Mm-hmm.
one way or another. You're certainly seeming to be energetic. I mean, carried all 3 boxes in.
I am fine to do lifting, and I'm fine.
Again, I would rather you sit as a doctor's suggestion. If there's anything I can get you, by the way, while you unpack.
I am fine. I have my things.
Alright. Alright, well, tell me when you're ready for me to take a closer look again. Oh, do you need privacy?
It is fine.
Alright. I worried that I may have been causing you discomfort. I apologize if I have.
Mm.
That's a lovely picture.
Yes, that is my brother. He is no longer with us.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that. Oh. And I'm seeing some familiar faces there.
Yes, those are my friends.
I see. You're quite the social one, aren't you? I imagine that that comes with, well, a charming personality.
Supposedly.
Supposedly?
I personally do not understand why they hang around, but they do. So
It probably means you must be a very pleasant person.
perhaps, or they are willing to overlook things.
Perhaps I suppose we never know, though I'm certain it's the former. I mean, the few interactions I've had with you, you've been positively wonderful.
Yes, I'm sure.
Is the room bright enough for you? Is everything alright with... Right, you've already stated that you do not need anything. Apologies. It's rare that I host guests.
I can also see in the dark, so lighting will not be an issue for me.
Understood. Wow. Lovely weather we're having, aren't we?
Please do not force conversation when you do not want it. Right. Just because I have something wrong with me does not mean you need to act like this.
I can assure you my behavior from the other day was what was out of the ordinary.
Well, I prefer it. So.
Well, I apologize that I'm currently not as tired as I was the other day. Besides, I should be treating the guests of the guests to the end politely, both as a knight and as an apothecary. Ensure that your stay is actually pleasant. Mind you, I will not be holding back any medical information from you. I do believe that that's not actually smart.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, if you're settled in, um, if you would allow us to move to a space where I may study you a little better, I will be keeping track of your sleep patterns, of course. Um, that will be something that I'll be doing. Obviously, keeping a general track of you while you're around. If you have any issues sleeping, I can provide some amethyst for your room. It does actually help with sleeping. It's been discovered. At least around the end, it certainly does. Well, according to the notes of the previous apothecary. Um, excuse needing to move here. It's where I prefer conducting my studies. There's far more space and far more materials for me to work with.
I have no
Please,
problem with this.
stand in the middle. I'm simply going to. Oh goodness, I have the wrong tobe on me. How silly. Just to ensure I don't endanger you, let me quickly go kill an enderman.
I don't need to be treated as though I'm weak. I will survive this. I have survived anything before. Just because I am injured does not mean I am incapable. This is... I have things to do. I have a village to run.
Alright, sorry. For some reason, there was a lack of them.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I'll simply be doing a simple identifying spell here. My core goal is going to be trying to identify what kind of curse exactly the other is. Like I've mentioned before, depending on age, this might be a little bit more difficult, but best to start with the basics, and we're in an area that's very conducive to my magic now. So let's do this. I'm sensing its source area. Huh. It's connected to your nervous system.
And that means?
Well, initially it seemed like it was all around your body, but upon closer inspection of the curse, it's just radiating out towards it periodically. The source is in your head. Which, well, would make sense for how strong the green eye is. The green eye is far more than just green specks, which is usually the indicator of a curse. You see, when it comes to curses, right, when you first identify them, usually when somebody's just slightly cursed, you can still tell from their eyes, but what you usually see is green specks within the eye, not an entirely green eye. The fact that you're...
my mother had these same green eyes, and when I was born with was one. My brother was born with just the flecks.
I see.
But she used black magic regularly, so we chalked it up to tainting the blood.
Regular use of magic, especially dark magic, will change your eye color quite significantly. I mean, look at my eyes. It's not a result of dark magic in itself, but a result of me mixing around with magics. They change color on the regular.
I see. I thought that was due to being crystalline.
Well, you don't see all Crystallion's eyes constantly changing color, do you?
No, but you are more
Though
proficient
yes,
at
it is
magic.
in part of it. Like I said, it's all sorts of magic and...
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're Crystallians. Magic flows through us quite freely. It's... While it doesn't happen to all people, it has happened to me that... It simply affected my eyes quite strongly. Okay. But what I've discovered, I'm not sensing any other curses besides one. Well, plus the one inflicted in your, but that's localized to it.
Mm-hmm.
Close inspection tells me that every now and again it radiates towards your entire body. However, mostly it sticks by the nervous system. Your brain, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
It might. I feel like it's a fair hypothesis to say it's something mental. I am, however, very uncertain, as other curses, such as. Tell me, actually. Let's move to a space where we can sit down. Tell me, Paige. Do you get nightmares a lot?
I think that is
Oh, shit.
typical.
Do you have a notebook? I'll just grab this. Well, sorry, could you repeat?
I think nightmares would be typical for someone with a life like mine. So, yes, but I do not think that abnormal.
It's something to note down. Nightmares can be either a result of, well, it is our minds processing things,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also common for nightmares to either be a direct result of curses. With nightmare curses, though, those get very monstrous.
Yes.
Or alternatively, they can be a side effect of mental curses.
I see. I knew of the curses that caused nightmares, but I was not aware of it being a side effect of a curse.
It happens at times, though, again, with a past as you've implied, it's simply not. I can't be certain.
Mm-hmm.
It's something to take note of. If that's the case, if you have any nightmares during our tests, I would like you to please note them down for me. As soon as you wake up, note down whatever dreams you've had. It might actually be an important key for me to figuring out what your curse might be.
I see. I will.
What I have noted about the curse is there's masking magic present around it. Whether, well, I have to commend your, well, maybe no. I have to comment on your mother's skill with curses.
Hmm.
It's concealed well.
I presume it would have to be, as I did have knowledge of curses and that she did curses, so. Any notice,
Well?
then I would have. Sorry.
No. Keep talking. I'm meant to be listening to this.
I just think that if I any indication of me being cursed, then I would have immediately caught on to it, and I do not think she would have wanted that. Since I thought that was the one line she would not cross, is cursing family.
Well, I'm most certainly correct then in the guess that the curse is a masked curse. Which makes it all the more difficult for me. Curing a curse of this level that's been so ingrained for years might not be the easiest task. Okay. Do you have we'll work with what we have. Night terrors. Was there any direct point where they intensified?
After my brother died,
How
I
many years
was
ago was that?
16. I was 11.
16 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let us hope that that is not when the curse was cast. Because... All right. This is information I need. Dream journal starting tonight.
And I have
Second
to
bit.
write down everything?
Please do.
Mm.
Every detail that you remember the moment you wake up. It doesn't matter how strange and obscure it may seem, I might need it. Second of all, the conversation that was had about potentially desecrating your mother's grave. From the little I can tell, she seems to have been very skilled with curses.
Mm-hmm.
Any information about the type of person she was could actually help me a lot, because magic coincides with the type of person. Magic is a deeply personal thing, after all.
I see.
Figuring out the type of person she was, I might gauge her preferences. Or hell, if there's any information in any books or any items she may have been buried with, it could be useful. Extremely so.
I did not check to see if she was buried with anything, but we could do
May I have
that.
permission to check?
Maybe another time.
Of course. Not the time for it. We certainly have space.
Perhaps prioritize the current killing makers. And then the second
I might
one.
have to. I was hoping to remove both curses at once. The issue is that they're entangled.
Mm-hmm.
The little identifying spell I did on you earlier only proved that more. Those two will take days for me to untangle, and I was hoping that if I could just remove both curses at once, well, we'd be skipping the wait and you might even be on your merry way today, but that's not going to be the case. But with that said, I've got my information. The information that if there's anything you've mentioned, you know a thing or two about curses. If there's anything that you believe is important knowledge for me to know, please tell me. And let's figure out your stay here, why don't we? I can't do much about, obviously, your... Ugh, that shifting must have been terrible. I'm sorry. Alright. Let's set some ground rules, why don't we? You are... If you wish to explore the end, I will happily escort you around. However, I request that, if possible, I be allowed to, well, you know, study. The more I study, the faster I can figure things out.
Mm-hmm.
The more I figure out about your other curse, the better I can untangle your main. I at least need basic knowledge. Unfortunately. I apologize for that. I understand it must be a great inconvenience, and I shall do whatever is needed. Second of all, feel free to visit the overworld, however not alone. And keep me informed if you're doing this, and make sure that you go there
I
with
can't even go
somebody
home
that
alone.
you know and that I have contact with. Even if it means introducing me to them before you leave.
I see.
You're currently under my care. and I would hate for anything to happen to you whilst you're under it. Or in general, of course. Feel free to move around furniture. Interior decorating is fine. I can tell you can handle it. However, building on a larger scale is completely off limits. So is solo exploring. And wait, hold on. You're shivering.
You say I've been getting. I do not usually feel the cold, but
Oh, goodness. Where have I placed this? Of course, I made a huge mess. Oh, right. If you look in the room, in the drawers, you should be able to find just some basic clothing that I've thrown together. There should be some winter wear in there that is, well, fit for the end on most seasons.
alright.
Does it fit you well enough? You're
It is
quite tall, so
a bit tight on the arms, but
apologies.
it is fine.
I can get it fitted for you.
It is fine.
All right. You know, Vincent is around. It might be wise for us to inform him of the state of affairs. I mean, to be fair, Rowena's also aware. Right, Rowena's aware of your stay. How aware is she of the situation?
I told her that I am here because Ophelia cannot cure a curse that I have.
All right.
I just
Is
told
she aware
about
that
the
you'll be staying some
other.
days?
Yes, I said I would be paying the toll.
Okay. It would be nice to try and, well, ensure that you don't have to pay so much for. After all, you know, it's necessary care. I'm going to ask Vincent if. I There we go. He may come by. Hopefully he's around.
He did help me. He stayed with me while I packed yesterday.
Oh, I see. Well, then he'll be understanding, surely.
Hmm.
I do apologize for my awkwardness today. I can tell it's causing at least some discomfort.
I saw him.
Vincent, wonderful to
Yes.
see you. I wish to ask, Paige will be staying in the end a few days. It's locked in now because I must investigate a situation going on with her.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if anything could be done for either, well, towards either cheapening her stay as it's for urgent medical reasons, or perhaps just even just logging it down.
Logging it down.
No problem,
be
guys. I
fine.
gotcha. You just gotta let me know when the audio,
And
when someone's
I
quiet.
can't really do anything. I can't really do anything about the payment
course.
thing because that's pretty much just
That's
set in
fully
stone.
understandable.
That
We
is
will
fine.
be paying. That's fully understandable. I simply wanted to ask and also, you know, ensure that it's somewhat official.
I see.
After all, we are getting a visitor. Also, well, do be sure to welcome Paige well here. I did hear that you actually helped Paige pack, so
Yep.
how have you been doing?
I've been fine.
Good, lovely, lovely. Alright, well, sorry to disturb you, I just wanted to ask.
That's fine.
Actually, since you're here, Paige, you've seen most of the end, haven't you? Or have you not?
Mostly Limbo, and I went to Amma's house, and I went to Blackthorn. I have gotten tour of the castle, but that is it.
Well, I suppose, obviously Vincent, if you wouldn't mind, but, Paige, I mean, you're welcome to stick around, rest now, or, well, Vincent, maybe you'd be willing to show Paige around a little bit while I study?
Very well.
Obviously, depending on wherever you would like, Paige.
I will spend time with Vincent.
Alright, okay, first of all, make sure that she's not jumping around spaces, not moving too fast. If something is wrong, immediately please inform me. And make sure she's not carrying too many weights. Thank you
Very
very
well.
much. I will study with the information I have and see what I can arrange. Hopefully your stay will be as short as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And as
Hopefully.
pleasant as possible.
Well, should we go?
Very well. Well, not really much to say. This is Dolores. I think you're fairly familiar with it.
I'm going to lose my shit if I have to stay here more than a day. I can't stand it. He's being...
Yeah.
I am capable of doing things.
I know you are.
I've never worn this much clothes.
Hey, look.
What did you
So,
say?
they look nice.
I've never worn purple in my life.
Well, first time for everything. Well,
At least the end is pretty.
I suppose. I prefer the overworld.
Well, I do too, but I'm going to be stuck here.
Might as well make...
The Void really loves you, Endarians. Always taking your voices. Or your whole
Always.
being.
Yes.
Like we said for a while.
Well, that... yeah.
I don't really know what to do. I just wanted to get away from him.
You and me both.
I preferred it when he was snappy and called me an idiot. This is
Yeah, I think he calls
ridiculous.
everybody that.
This,
I think he calls everybody that.
so far, he's been ridiculously nice.
I see. Oh. Never saw that before.
Rice fields?
I suppose so.
I don't know the overworld laws enough to know if that's illegal, so you're fine.
I think we're all... No.
Don't worry. If I do not know the laws, then I don't know if you've broken them.
Oh dear.
Well, at least someone is in the overworld sleeping, and it's not me for once.
I believe Callie's awake or something, maybe.
Kelly has a habit of also not sleeping.
Indeed.
These crystals are very pretty.
Yes, they are.
Also, those are the trees I like.
Oh. Yeah, they come from here.
I'd seen them. I knew they came from here, but I'd only seen them in the overworld by the castle.
Yep.
I'd been wanting to see if I could get some plants from here for the casino. They really liked these leaves and the vines.
Wish I had my shears on me.
This alright. I think I have to pay for these things now.
No, it's just Flora.
Oh.
As long as you have an escort, you could technically grab whatever you wanted.
Hmm. Well, I only want them for building the casino, but I am not allowed to do that anymore, apparently.
At least not now.
This is a very nice forest. Oh my god, what is it?
It's a silk moth.
What the fuck?
they,
Where did it go?
they went into here. Just some hives.
Oh! That
This
was
is how,
so cute.
it's silk. Yeah.
I want one. Maybe I do have a bad habit of collecting animals.
Maybe.
I want one. Silk moth
well.
farm. Oh.
Farman. It's one, I say.
Hmm?
It's definitely one. Oh. Hey, buddy. Oh.
It is so cute.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me that Apollo didn't like these.
No?
Thought they were weird. Yeah.
I think they are very cute.
Yeah. Do you need any more of... Well, you're probably gonna need a lot of decorations.
Yes, sadly. I don't know if you saw the base of the casino that I had built before I got scolded for
Nope.
it.
I did not.
It is fairly big. Perhaps next time I'm in Overworld, I will show you. Although I'm not
Very
even
well.
allowed to go home without an escort.
It's kind of silly.
Agreed.
Let's try to find a safe way down.
I could. Oh.
Oh.
I just saw it drop. I was, I'm fine.
Yeah, we are getting quite low.
Ah,
Dead
end.
Oh,
I
do be
did not like that.
These ones are actually similar to that of like a tube coral.
Oh. These leaves are, I think, the prettiest leaves I've ever seen. I like them a lot.
I agree.
Ah.
You can break through it, it's fine.
Nope. don't think this is what Skyler meant by be safe.
No, but I'm not gonna. So you can do what you can do. The question is how we're gonna get back.
Ah. No,
I
perhaps
think at this point it would be better to go back to the waste.
It might be.
Did you get Stellar? Did you get Stellar?
No, but I have the
Okay.
apothecary.
Oh, the apothecary has one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, no, maybe that is just... No,
That's
I am an idiot.
exactly the one I meant.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I just assumed.
All good. Well. Yeah, I don't know. Far away? Oh.
Oh, it's all going well?
Yeah.
Lovely, lovely to hear. Excuse me. Actually, good you're here. We're just going to start with Vincent back, please. Actually, I'm going to again end the man, please, because I do not trust magic fully.
You can hit me if you want.
Only if you hold a totem.
Oh, that's gonna be
Yeah, I'll lend you mine. Here you go.
Now I have two.
Alright. Ow!
Perhaps you should have held the totem.
What do you have, by the way? What do you have on your armor?
Half a heart! Alright then.
What do you have
Absolutely
on your armor? What do you have on your armor?
Protection 5.
Protect. Oh. Okay, yeah, I see. Must have full Eternium.
Yes, I do. That could have been bad.
That could have been really bad.
I would have died. No one took care of me.
Right, I'm just going to I've just prepared like the basics. I'm going to cast the initial spells. We'll be casting another before you sleep, and in the mornings, it's meant to help detangle the spell. That it's meant to help detangle, well, you know, the curses from each other.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to see if I can speed things up. I'm just gonna go back to studying, obviously. Also, I hope that your armor absorbed that perfectly well, because if that like genuinely hurt you in any way, why the hell did you suggest?
It only took 3 hearts. It's fine.
Okay, because if it had genuinely hurt you, I would have been very worried.
More concerned about you and your reaction to that statement, or to your action. Anyway,
I'm fine at the end of the day.
That's good.
All right, sorry to interrupt you, Tor.
It's fine. Well,
It's 2 people. 2 people you've almost killed.
Well, I would never do that.
In
they
2
lived.
days.
They did not
in
go
2
down.
days. Do you have a count of 1 person per day? Should I be glad it was not me?
I would never hurt anyone intentionally.
I only believed the intentionally part.
And by the record, I did not even aim at Amelia.
But
It
you
was
still
like
hit
up
her.
here. I was up here. I was up
Are you just so
here.
short that the you aim high and you hit her?
5'11". Anyway, here's my house.
Well, everyone's short.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure it out.
That is fair. I'm still figuring out my house, and that was built so long ago. Oh, bird.
Yes. Yep, that's Horatio.
It's a different bird than the one I have. That hurt like a bitch. Oh well. Bird. Suppose I will be everyone's day-night cycle. I will be
so.
everyone's clock here.
Yes.
The color palette of the end is very different.
Yes, I would say it's very limited at best. Oh.
Mm.
Yep. I can go out here and look at that view.
This is very nice.
I would say quite bright sometimes too, but not that bad.
Sometimes. Vibes. It's probably the crystals.
Oh.
You have a lot of doors.
I do.
What?
I don't know. Should I change some of the doors?
No, I think it is fine. Do you cook a lot?
Not really. I do a lot of tea. That's about it.
Hmm. Well, I cannot drink at the same moment.
Well, when you can. It's one of my favorites. Oh, sleep. Yeah, I can do that.
No, not you. Not you.
Okay.
Oh, I
Okay.
cannot even hit you. I don't want to be destroyed.
Yeah, it's probably smart not to.
Well, I
Oh,
could
no.
hit you now.
That wouldn't be nice.
See? Nothing.
This is unfortunate.
I am without my wolves, so.
I see. I had some rapscallions in here the other day, I suppose. They didn't put it back.
I see. It is weird. Who would do that?
Have you seen the castle before?
Yes, I'm pretty sure it was a tour that you led. You were Rowena. You were there.
Couldn't remember.
It was a while ago.
Yes.
So when I think the High Vessel was getting a tour.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Oh yes, this is Skyler's other study spot.
I see.
Excuse me?
Excuse you?
I was just following
That's my
him.
office.
Oh, the door was open, so I was like, what's in here?
Anyway, yes. There she is.
Thank you. I wanted to give you some things really quickly. I don't know if any of this will help, but there you go.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Also, hold on. What are you two doing entering the spellbound order like this? This is
I just
private
followed
property.
him.
I'm
This
just
is the
walking around.
spellbound order?
Yes.
Oh.
I just followed him.
I'm just walking.
You're supposed to
I go
be
where I
guiding me around
please.
and not getting me in trouble. This is what you
I
are here
just-
for.
Well, this is...
I'm just walking around. What do you want me to do, Skyler?
Well, unless you have some kind of magical item donation to make, this is not your space to enter unless you're a member.
A magical item, you say? Oh, actually, I do.
Well, well, in that case, yes, you're welcome to be around here to drop these things.
I do have something that you might be interested in, but I was thinking of giving it to Mayrin, not you.
Anywhere else you want to go and get me in trouble?
Yeah, we could go and walk in the throne room. We can.
Let us not do that. I might be able to get away with a little bit more with my position, but not in another kingdom.
Well, I mean, this is a public space. I don't know why they're getting so protective of it.
I don't know. Did you know I have my own room at the castle?
Oh my goodness, you do?
Apparently. I found about it, was it Sunday, I think? Yes. She said I could stay at the castle if I needed, I suppose, extra safety. But I declined.
I see.
But yeah, apparently I have a room at the
mean,
castle for to
Could
stay
just be
in.
additional storage, you know?
That is true. I could do that.
By the way, how's your paladin magic coming along?
I've unlocked one spell.
I don't know if I feel comfortable having a room at the castle though. It is a... I don't know.
Definitely a new way of life, I suppose.
The way of life I do not want.
Does the advisor even have a room there as well?
Do we have an advisor?
No. There's a room there.
Sorry, what did you say?
Does the advisor have a room?
I don't know if we have an advisor.
Huh. Time for me to become the advisor of 2 realms.
I don't think that would be allowed. We might have an advisor, I just was not told. I am only recently important? I don't know if that's the right word to say.
I really don't know.
Anyways, I just want to drop that stuff off, but
Honestly, it is quite weird wearing this many layers. Especially sleeves. I don't usually wear sleeves.
I think it suits you quite well.
I think most people would be upset that I'm wearing more layers. People seem to
for how cold-
appreciate my muscular stature. I'm playing with you. Don't worry.
I know.
No, it is very weird wearing this many layers. Oh.
Excuse me, coming through.
There they go.
Hopefully they will stay away. I don't know, I am just irritated with this whole circumstance.
Yes.
I forget where Alma's house is. Hmm?
Blackthorn.
Is it in Blackthorn?
Yes.
Ah. I don't know, they just brought me to their waystone and that I didn't go out further than their house whenever I went.
Oh, I see.
So I did not know where it was.
Maybe you can visit them soon.
Well, of course, whenever they are awake. Now would probably not.
We don't. Okay.
Hmm?
That's a little too close for my comfort.
Ah. The castle is very large.
It is. Though I think it might be the smallest.
Is it? I actually do
Yeah.
not go to the overworld. I don't like to look at the overworld castle, so.
I don't know. The overworld castle seems far bigger.
Hmm.
I guess mainly due to all the buildings that it has around, but
I think that's it. It is also kind of in two parts, so it might just be the people putting those two parts together, you know? Oh, I almost walked.
Oh. We do not go off the edge.
Maybe I should.
Yeah, that would also be smart.
What are those? Is it ice?
Yeah, it's ice. You see, the only weather we get here is snow, so...
Which I am used to, normally. I normally find it rather... I don't know, what is the word? Average temperature? Like, I do not usually find it so cold here, but I think the consistent wood loss is affecting my sense of
I would
temperature.
agree. Definitely would agree.
It is not that bad. It's just odd feeling cold.
Yes.
I do enjoy the color palette of the end. It is not, my color palette. I would not build with it typically, but I think it is really nice.
It's limited.
Well, if you ever need any materials from the overworld to build with,
Well,
you just need to let me know.
Well, I mean, you're building so many things yourself,
Ah,
so...
it is fine. This is going to get irritating very fast.
Yes, it will.
Every single time I transform, it is awful.
I think, unfortunately, you're gonna have to muscle through it.
Is it fine that I am
Although-
around the castle?
I mean, you're with me. You have clearance,
Oh, that is fair.
pretty much.
I like the snowflakes.
Yes. I do like the in-between sections of biomes. It's just usually this.
This is very nice. I'm glad you were around. I do not know what I would do if I was stuck with Skylar all day.
Well, I do have to go and do something very, very shortly, but,
It's fine. Should we head back then?
whatever you need. I'm just here for you.
Well, you said you needed to do something shortly.
Do some paperwork.
Then
It
we
never
can
retires.
we could head back and I could you could go do what you need to do.
As you wish.
For someone who has important paperwork to do, you don't seem keen on doing it.
There's just too much.
That we agree on. I also don't really like to do say paperwork. I'm also not very good at it. I was not trained to be an official, I suppose. So I typically leave all the nuances of the paperwork to Edgar, my assistant. Of course, he makes it all fancy. Maybe too many words.
If you want help, I can try my best to teach.
That would be nice. I did ask the high vessel for lessons and all, is it?
Okay.
But she said she will have to find someone to teach me. But you know.
Well,
I will let you get to your work.
Apologies. I should be back relatively shortly.
Alright.
Do stay safe, have fun, relax.
I will try.
Oh, you've returned. Are you alright? Everything fine? No scratches? No, you're fine. Is your wound holding up alright?
I'm fine. I
Oh,
would
this is
tell
just
you
the
if
numbers.
something was wrong.
Of course. I mean, I did not in any way mean to insult anything, of course. I imagine you're fairly responsible. It's simply that your previous behavior has worried me.
I am fine. This is nothing.
Well, I've been
Ready,
looking over things. As promised.
I do have some information I should probably tell you in hopes that I get out of here sooner.
Of course. All ears. Would you wish to move anywhere for it or simply here? There's nobody around as far as I can tell.
Here is fine. I have the day I was told that I was cursed, I did make a connection between the feelings that I have been having. That was a bit out of character for me, and it could be due to the curse, the other one. Whenever I'm around a certain person who I will not name for reasons, I feel the urge to kill them. It is only when I am alone with them, if I have a way to kill them, and I am alone with them. So I had been taken to leaving my weapons at home. But when I am away from them, I do not feel this need to kill them anymore. And I have been questioning my thoughts on that. But,
Somebody that your mother might want dead?
yes, that
Might
is
have
what
wanted
she
dead?
wanted me to do. I thought it was just her words getting to me still after all these years, but I was
think I know
worried.
what it might be. I think. Oh, hold on. I have a hypothesis. I'm not going to say anything unless it's wrong. I mean, in case it's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. I swear. If maybe it's. Give me a moment. Maybe it's in the old section. There's not a proper ladder leading down to here, so don't come down here. Nope. I don't know why I expected anything. Okay. Describe the feeling to me.
It is just this urge to kill them. I don't.
Yes, but emotions tied to it. It's important to understand. There are few curses that could cause it.
I don't really feel any emotions toward it. Just this need to do it. Like I have to.
Right. Well, there are certain curses that simply embed a command in your head. That's a pretty common thing. Curses that simply lay in wait until a trigger. Of course, I mean that's very common with most curses, especially with unholy magic. It might be something tied to unholy magic then, if maybe the person is the trigger for your curse. Maybe your curse is mostly dormant until you're around this person, and then if that's the case, then if it being a dormant curse, then this person is the trigger. That's tied to unholy magic. Unholy magic. See, I mean, you know a thing or two about it, right? The whole thing with, for example, leaving pestilence on somebody that explodes whenever a different attack is made.
Yes.
That is the kind of pattern unholy magic follows, even the more advanced stages. So that gives me an idea of where to look, actually. So it's a fairly simple thing, if I'll be honest. Apologies that of course I'm not disappointed, but it is very simple. It would be a very simple curse for the amount of, hiding and masking attached to it. Simply an aggression curse triggered by a person. I'll investigate that possibility. That's my current hypothesis. Huh. Yeah, that might actually be what it is, probably. Maybe.
Well, anything that will
doesn't fully act like an aggression curse. I feel like it would be far easier to detangle if that was all it was. But maybe it's an old curse, right? If our worst worry is true that this curse has been there for how many years now? Well, 16. Oh. Maybe simply that's why it has come off as more skillful than it is. And that is the hope to be having, of course.
Mm-hmm.
All right then. Well, I'm do simply feel free to rest. Don't really have anyone to be showing you around. Is there anything that you wish to see in the end? Or have you already been shown around?
I have been shown around Stellaris.
Alright.
You can go, investigate the research, those things.
Yes,
I will be
it
fine
is
here.
a lead. Aggression curse. Of course. Alright, if that's the case, please do not walk around without me. That is highly illegal and, well, I myself wouldn't report it. If anyone shows up, wouldn't want a headache over it. Just take it as easy as possible and miss me if you need anything, any food for me to bring you. Just
I am
stay in your
aware.
room, alright? Alright.
I do not need to be
For me to
treated
bring
like a
you.
child. I do not need to be treated like a child.
Of course, I wouldn't imply such a thing. Alright, just, stay around the apothecary space. You should be completely safe there.
I act like I cannot take care of myself. This is getting irritating. I can do things myself. I can take care of myself. I have survived. This unnecessary treatment is annoying, bothersome, pissing me the fuck off. Probably. I am irritated. I don't know what to do. I suppose I could read this. Helia wished for me to read it, so I will try to do that. I suppose. Right, this is the book Rowena read. It has been a few days. Things in Fire. Helia Brimstone. For you, Finn. There was once a young woman, a fiery dreamer. Her hair burned and flowed as flame does, and her eyes were the hue of bonfire logs. She grew up happy, if isolated. Her friends were few and far between, but those she did get to know were beloved to her. The young girl dreamed. She dreamed of seeing the stars, the sky, and the sun. She so badly wished to feel grass under her feet, taste the sweetness of berries, and hear the birds sing. Even so, she never left the nether. To a close friend, she shared her frustration with the price for it. She was dragged to war at only 16 years of age, the only child, a daughter, of her family, the last of her line. A sword was thrust into her gentle soft hands. character break. I just dropped my I just dropped my soda. Whoops. Get back to reading. Oopsies, guys. A sword was thrust into her gentle, soft hands. Armor first onto her delicate, thin frame. Page, usually I am just here to listen for the Endarian court, but since you are a guest here, I thought I would offer this to you. If you need to talk through things or just vent around, let me know. If not, I will leave you be from here. Um, a young girl turned into a soldier. To wield a blade, she could barely lift it, much less defend herself with it. A lieutenant took pity on her, teaching her to at least survive her first battle, then the next, and the next. She made friends, dear friends, whom she trusted with her life. The lieutenant, the sergeant, and another soldier. He was not from the nether, hated it in fact. The heat was too much for his wolf form when the moon of the overworld rose. Even so, with the Netherian soldiers dying so quickly, many soldiers from the other realms joined their ranks. This particular soldier happened to be a wolfkin, drafted unwillingly into the war. He did not speak much, rather listened. Every night the wolfkin listened to the dreamer weave tales and songs, entertaining soldiers from all across the realms. It was when stories that she shone the most, the light of her flame burning brightly. Even the wolfkin could see it. She smiled at him every night, asked, "What is your name, soldier?" as she had with so many others. He would not tell her. She gave him a name then, called him Pause. He didn't object to the name. Sometimes the corner of his lip would curl in the slightest smile when she spoke it. Weeks went by, and every night he returned, a loyal listener. He learned her tales and whispered them to himself at night, trying to master the way her voice crackled like embers. By morning, he would long for the sound. They grew closer. The dreamer and Pause, often they spoke. Pause telling the young girl about the sea and stars, how the moon sang a song in his blood, calling to him. "I hear the moon in your voice, Firelight." Firelight, the name he called her. She was brighter than any flame to him. Her laugh, her voice, the spark in her eyes, all banished the shadows haunting his step. They grew closer, a bond forming between them. Something light, easy as breathing. The world seemed right when at each other's side. Pulse began telling his own tale. He told his Firelight of his lineage and his name. Finn Ashfang, the last of the legendary protectors. He told her of the Ashfangs, how they defended their own to the very end, inspiring generations to come. His Firelight swore to keep the tale in her heart and mind. She would share it with those who would listen. As the months went by, Finn and the dreamer became so close, it was hard to breathe without each other. He felt her day and night, the joyful soul he called his. The young girl grew attached to him, grew to feel secure in his arms, though she could never take the final step. Even so, she cherished him. He doted on her, protected her when others couldn't, listened to every story and song that graced her lips. His lips graced hers only only once, before his soul was taken into the after. She felt him die. She felt the blade pierce his chest, felt his heart cease. An emptiness unlike anything she'd ever known threatened to swallow her. Perhaps she would have followed him. But her ever so dear friends, she held on. For them. Even with her broken soul, she held on. For them, for herself, for him. Still, sometimes she lies awake and ponders what could have been. My soul is yours, Firelight. I'll have to send that back soon. Perhaps I could fish. Just sit there. Her story makes me wonder how she can remain so fierce after losing her soulmate. It is less painful if you are not Wolfkin. A Wolfkin would have followed after. It is the bonds that make us. We are weak without our pack. And if you do not have those bonds, you are nothing. And if I were to lose that bond, well, part of me fears my current bonds won't be enough.
Paige,
Yes.
how are you doing?
Better than everyone thinks I am doing.
I see. And how does everyone think you're doing?
They think I am weak and pitiful and that I need to be coddled after like a child.
Coddled after, like... I mean, you are profusely bleeding, and it will not stop until a curse is lifted. Is that what I am understanding?
This is the basics of it, yes.
That's what you told me. So...
I have survived worse. I will be fine. I'm still capable of things. I don't need Skyler being the way he is.
That's understandable. I mean, I know that mentality all too well. It's understandable why people would be worried.
Worry is fine, but being treated as if I cannot do basic things is not.
Basic things like age.
Like lifting. Things I do on the regular, I build I can't even go to the overworld without an escort now. I can't go home without someone to babysit me.
Do you... I mean, you just got here. But do you want to go home?
If I were to go home, I would just be building. And that I am not allowed to do.
Did they say you're not allowed to build?
Yes. Specific instructions not to build.
I see.
I have already gotten told off for building on Sunday.
So this has been going on a while then?
Well, I only went to the healer yesterday to get my wounds checked.
So you never... Anophelia couldn't do anything for you?
No. It is a bit hard to know how to get rid of a curse when you do not know how to how they work.
Mm-hmm.
So
Which is why you're here.
yes, though I did not expect I had to stay here for a prolonged amount of time, depending on things, because this curse is apparently complicated.
Well... At least you have a pretty view.
Yes, that is fair. It's gotten better since you came over.
Okay.
Sorry. I can't help it sometimes.
You're fine. Do not worry about it. It's not... Compliments are not foreign to me.
I would think not. Have you seen yourself? I would be very surprised if it was foreign to you.
I was more so talking about like the scenery. Like the actual end, but...
I know.
Alright. Well, is there anything that you've been wanting to do in the end?
I don't think so. I think I have only really come here to drink, and I have been forbidden from doing that as well.
From drinking?
Yes, alcohol is a blood thinner. So I would bleed
see.
faster.
Well, then that's understandable as to why you shouldn't be doing that. Although a little here and there isn't gonna kill you, hopefully.
I don't think so either.
If you're wanting a drink, let me know. I can always bring something to you.
That would be nice.
Mm-hmm. I do not mind breaking rules here and there. But as long as they don't get you killed.
I don't plan on dying, so I know my limits.
No, dying is not preferable, honestly.
So I've been told. This is so many layers. Ugh.
So many. Are you warm in the layers?
I mean, I was cold before, and I am not cold, but I am just not used to wearing so much. Even, and I'm not very tight on my arms. I'm not used to it. It's very purple too.
Mm-hmm. I mean, always take it off.
to refrain from saying.
Listen, all I was saying that if you are uncomfortable in the garments you are currently wearing, you can always strip a few layers back. Of course, when you have thumbs.
Mm-hmm. Well, I suppose wearing so many layers is better than the cold that I am feeling. Which is so unusual. I don't know how people stand being cold.
Honestly, I never feel a chill. I'm going to be honest. I get warm, like too warm, especially in the nether. But people come here and they complain that it's freezing. I like it.
It is usually fine. I have never really felt cold before, but I suppose the blood loss is not helping my temperature. So
No, it
that
probably would not.
it is odd feeling cold. Very weird.
I mean, if you're ever wanting to feel warm, we do have natural hot springs in the end. Plus, it could also help with your condition, maybe a little bit.
There's hot springs here?
Natural forming hot springs? Yes, we do.
That would be lovely.
Well, maybe later I could take you to some.
That would be nice.
Of course. I was going to say if Skyler permits it, but I really don't care what Skyler permits.
I don't either.
Although they are the one caring for you right now, so...
Well, they said I am fine to go around as long as I have escort.
Ah, I see. That's good then. I mean, let me know whenever you want to, and I can take you to one. Might be a bit of a walk, but...
We could fly there, but I'm also restricted from flying.
Are you restricted from everything?
Apparently.
Wow.
Next time they're going to say that I'm not allowed to stand, that I have to sit all the time.
Not allowed to stand, not allowed to do much of anything.
Next they're going to say I'm not allowed to breathe. At least the end is pretty.
I don't think they would take it that far, but it really does bother you that you are being coddled, doesn't it?
Of course. I'm a wolf. I am durable. I have survived much worse than this. I lived my entire life never seeing a healer before yesterday. I am fine.
You not think you're worth the coddling?
My worst does not apply to this.
So it's just based off the fact that you are strong, then.
I am capable. I do not appreciate being treated as if I am not.
Would you say that I am necessarily strong? Or would you describe me in that way?
I think you are a capable person who knows their limits.
But you wouldn't describe me as someone who is strong.
Physically? Perhaps not. But I also do not know you.
We've all been through something within the war page. Even though I may not be physically strong, I've had my fair share of things happen to me, physically at least, that I have endured and gotten through. Sometimes a little bit of coddling is what other people need to do in order to make themselves feel better about your situation.
Perhaps.
So if you don't wish to be coddled, maybe allow it for others rather than allowing it for yourself.
I will try. These plants are so pretty.
Mm-hmm. They come from a specific tree. I believe
Mhm.
these trees are planted all over the overworld near the castle.
Yes, they are. Vincent once we went to a forest and I saw silk moths and they are so cute. And I
Mhm.
am sad I don't have one. But I also maybe have a bad habit of collecting a bunch of creatures.
Oh, silk moths.
Yes, silk moths, very pretty and cute, and I love them.
They are very cute and pretty. I do have a couple near my home in the castle, so.
Mm.
Also a great provider of string. So.
Oh, is that why there was a farm?
Mm-hmm. It's how we get wool in the end.
I see. Oh,
Where did you go?
this was accidental.
Get off the roof, Paige.
Oh, but it's so nice.
Paige. Okay. You know what? I think this would be a thing that Skyler would tell you not to do.
Oh, well, Skyler can piss off. I think it is fine. You're here.
I am here, that's true. It also gives you a better viewpoint of everything.
Exactly. I love the color palette here. Vincent said it is very limited, but people do beautiful things with it.
I definitely think Stellaris is one of the prettiest areas in the end, but I also like Nocturna quite a bit. Even though not many people get to see it, the castle is quite beautiful.
Hmm. The castle is very big.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the tour I got of it. Well, I was with a vessel at the time, but
Mm-hmm.
very pretty grounds.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever gotten a tour of the Overworld Castle?
Not extensively, honestly. I've just walked through it when there was the coronation, and then that was about it, honestly.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
I recently found out I have a room there. Oof.
You have a room in the castle?
Oh. Well. This is going to be public information eventually, anyhow. Yes, I've been unofficially made heir.
You're an heir.
Technically.
Huh.
Yes. It is weird, but yes. I'm sure it will be public knowledge soon, whenever they do the official things. But
Mm-hmm. Well, then, since you would technically be ranks above me.
no, don't worry about it. Don't.
I was just going to ask if you would like for how I address you to be changed at all.
No.
Okay.
You can call me Paige. I don't. The most I would allow is Lord Willowbeak because that is what I'm used to. But even then, I don't. I prefer people just call me Paige.
Right. In more official settings, I may default to Lord, but other than that, just Paige. I also do that for the Empress, because I've known Helen a very long time.
Oh yes, Reinhardt's friend.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever, like, spoken with Helen directly?
No, I've just been around whenever they were talking at the or playing games at the festival, but I did not think I should. Don't know. Higher authority, I don't really speak to unless spoken to.
So then, you don't have high opinion of anybody within court?
I don't have any opinion. If they do their job well, then that is, I don't really. I don't know the Empress, but if Roinar likes them, then she must be fine. He's a very good Shiji character.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he is not?
I think Royanar is Royanar. That's what I think.
That is fair. I think he would be friends with a tumbleweed if he could.
Probably. Not going to deny that. I don't have a great opinion of Royanar.
No?
For I mean, just for a couple different reasons.
He was I think one of my first friends. He's technically my best friend, but don't tell him that. I like to make fun of him and tell him that he is not.
Then I will not tell him anything.
Plus, he has recently been making fun of me, so he deserves it.
How is he?
He claims I like people, a certain person, but I do not. Oh.
Ah. Are you wanting down?
No, I was just looking and seeing Skyler walking past.
I
Very
could float
busy.
you down if you ever want down. Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Anyways, how are you feeling being in the end for an extended period of time?
I would prefer not to be, but if it is necessary, then I suppose it is something I will have to figure out to deal with.
I mean, being here isn't all that bad, although if, I could take you to the hot springs at some point, that would be nice.
I suppose it is just unfamiliar. I only really come here to go to Limbo, and most of the friends I have here visit me instead of I visit them.
Yeah, that's fair.
But that is also, I've never really come here without being invited or with escort, since I don't really feel comfortable in other realms without an escort, just in case.
Yeah, just in case anything ever happens.
And I also don't want to break any laws on accident or otherwise. Well, no, it would all be on accident because I don't want to break laws. I don't know what I was talking about.
I mean, do you have a copy of our law book?
Not yet. I had planned on doing that, but I also did not know if that was okay to do.
It is okay to do. You can carry copies of our law book on you. That's fine.
I see.
It is good to have one, honestly.
Yes, I have a copy of the overworld laws in my office. I had planned on getting all three so that I could check it whenever I need it.
Mm-hmm.
What is that blue block?
What?
It's a blue metal.
Blue. Oh. I believe that's Thalassium?
It's a very nice blue.
Yeah. It is basically like. Think of iron.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically the end equivalent of iron.
I see.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of it everywhere, so
Mm-hmm.
it's really good to use for like building because when it's very pretty, or it could be used for making tools, anything like that.
Makes sense. It reminds me, if you ever need any more iron, just let me know.
Oh, I have not run out.
Oh, I see.
Trust me. I have not run out of iron ever since you gave me the first batch.
Well, that is good.
Mm-hmm. That was a lot of iron.
Yes, and I still have quite a bit.
Mm.
Of course, it is the main income for my village at the moment.
Ah, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Also, how did everything pan out with the high vessel in your village? I know that you said that they were suspicious of you for a bit.
Ah, yes, that was an interesting thing. They came over and investigated, and then I had a private conversation with the high vessel, which is when she told me the news of, you know, you supposedly break a law, you don't expect to also be told that you are heir same day.
Oh. So you broke a law and then they're like, it's okay though, because you're heir?
No, they agreed with me that what I was doing was fine, but I just did not expect my worries to go from going to prison to now being heir. Did not expect that shift in worry.
Mm,
I also just do not want to be heir, so
I see. Being heir is not something that you see for yourself?
it is complicated. I just do not think I am fit for it. There are much better people. I said I would be placeholder, but by the high vessel's attitude, I do not think she's even looking for a replacement.
Well, I mean, what makes you think that you're unfit?
That is a complicated question. Mostly family history, which I don't think I could tell you. My mother was not the best person, let's just say. And
Yeah.
just I do not. Ruling is because being an heir, there is always a chance of you becoming the next ruler. Of course, even if there is another one, I just do not think I am fit for that. I do not know. The overworld ruler has always been a shriekling.
Mm-hmm.
And while I am glad of the change, I am not sure I have a good judgment enough to be a ruler.
Mm-hmm.
I am a lord, but this is much different running a village compared to running a kingdom. A whole realm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's understandable. For a while, when Vincent was under the weather, they talked about making me advisor, and I almost threw up, so.
Yes. There's also a lot of people will disagree with me being an heir, and see, High Vessel is planning for that, trying to prepare, but I have already gotten kidnapped, and I was not heir yet, so
I. Can I ask questions?
sure. I cannot promise I can answer, but you can ask.
Your kidnapping. Was it goblin related at all?
No, I don't think there are any goblins around still, other than the goblin traders, but they are a peaceful sort. No, it was cultists.
Oh.
Mhm.
Okay.
There have been Wolvenshire has always had a problem with cultists, and I placed a ban on them. So if they set foot in Wolvenshire, they are breaking the law, and their punishment is execution. Because
That is fair.
they do sell and buy children, so
Mm-hmm.
I have no pity for them. And then I have brought the attention of the High Vessel to their activities, and they did not appreciate it. So, yes, I was taken to be sacrificed, I suppose.
Oh,
Which
well,
is. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, I'm sorry to hear that. I was not aware the cultists were so savage.
I think it is only because I have been more, what's the word? Don't want to say ruthless. That seems like such a harsh word.
Rough.
Yes, with their punishments, and since I know some villages have a little bit of cultist activity, but they mostly puts them in jail, and then if they do not change their ways, then they are just made to leave the village. But that does not stop their activity from happening elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So they are not as, I suppose, angry with other villages.
Well, I mean, anyone who does anything like that, I believe deserves death. So,
Yes. Human trafficking is not something that I think should be excused at all.
no, it shouldn't.
Yes. It is odd with the cultist things. I had a theory before because I have some books on the cultists, and at the end of each book there's a picture of a goat. And so I had piece together that maybe there was a goat captain was leader of a cultist group.
The goat captain.
I mean, they worship goats, you know, or something. It's very odd how goats are incorporated into their activities,
Oh.
but who knows?
I mean, that's fair. Very interesting though.
They are not very sane, so there is not really any rhyme or reason to their behavior.
No, not very sane at all, honestly. From what I hear, I've never met a cultist personally, but
Hmm. Hmm. I am stuck in
But
this situation just because of a simple anti-healing curse from cultists.
an anti-healing curse.
Mhm. With from what I know of sacrifices, typically, depending on the thing you're doing it for, you want all of the blood to be drained from the sacrifice. So, an anti-healing curse, a stab to the heart, would be a very efficient way to bleed out a person.
Hmm.
Luckily, they did not
Lovely.
know wolf anatomy, so I was stabbed in the stomach instead.
Oh, so you were a wolf when that happened.
Midnight. Prime
Oh.
sacrifice time.
I see.
At least the
I would
most
not
common.
I would not know what prime sacrifice time would be, so
Mm.
I've never tried to sacrifice anything or anyone, so
Neither have I. That didn't sound very convincing. Sorry, I only know this from my mother. I have not. But, you know.
mm-hmm. That's what?
It did not sound like you believed me very well.
No, I do. I do believe you. I understand being taught specific things from your parents that may not be completely moral.
Mm.
My dad was not a very law-abiding citizen themselves. So
I see. Oh, luckily my mother never forced me to learn dark magic and all that, so she was the one doing it.
Mm-hmm. I was forced to learn everything about making wine.
You do not like it?
It's been my whole life,
Mm.
so I do like it to a certain extent, but I don't know much else outside of the military training I got. Winemaking or how to be a lady in waiting. Those are the only things that I know.
I see.
And I wasn't taught much else.
Are you interested in learning anything else?
If it piques my interest, sure. I don't know what that would be though.
Hmm.
I was very much groomed to be where I am right now, so
Or perhaps it is just a matter of trying until you find something.
maybe. Although it seems like a lot of people like who I am as of right now, so maybe I shouldn't try and go to change too much.
Hmm. Well, it does not matter what other people think. I think what is most important is if you are happy with your life.
Well, that's something you're going to learn about being in the court very quickly. It does matter what people think of you. And your relations with other kingdoms are what matters the most.
Well,
Keeping up a friendly facade with people is just part of the job. Whether
Hmm.
you actually like that person doesn't matter.
well, as it has been pointed out to me, I am lucky enough to have friends from every realm.
You are. And you're lucky to have made those connections before any sort of label was slapped on you.
I think if any of them treat me differently, I will punch them.
What?
I don't want to be treated differently just because I have a title.
Some people might.
And I will punch them until they don't.
Well, I don't know how your lady in waiting operates within the overworld, but if that were the case for anybody in the end, I would certainly set them on a very quick path to not doing that.
I think the Lady Naomi is a bit of a pushover. So, just from she tried to give us dancing lessons and then it did not work out. So,
Well, I'm not that. I am very much not a pushover.
I can tell.
In the etiquette classes I gave, I made Apollo and Nixie dance with each other, and they couldn't stop until I told them to.
That is awful.
Listen.
I had the last time I saw Apollo, it was the day before I went missing. And we had a talk about how it is being an heir. I am saddened that it was our last conversation.
Yeah.
Granted, he was there without permission, so... Oops.
Oh, was he? Oh, wow. Good to know he followed the rules that were laid out for him.
Well, of course, it's Apollo. What else would he do?
I know.
No, he was... him and Nixie came to the Wolvenshire. I needed help with my library. Also, I think Amma was actually in Wolvenshire at the time, so... I don't think it was that bad. And then Vincent showed up, asked why he was there.
Well,
Maybe that was a different time. I don't know.
Well, at least other people were there with him. Like
Yes.
other trustworthy people. Including yourself. It's Wolvenshire. I would trust anyone to go there.
I try to make it safe. It is... Now I want to build. I have so much to do.
Well, what projects have you started?
Well, I'm working on a casino to try and get another source of money in for the village.
Yay, casino.
People seem to have that reaction.
Listen, Alma really wants to build a casino here. I don't know how well that is gonna go over. If we do have it, it'll be taxed out the wazoo, believe me, but...
Yes, I plan on setting rules so that people do not lose their livelihood to it. It is... I want it to be for fun, So there will be precautions in place so people only spend monies that they have, no loans, and there will be limits, I think, on people. Except for Rexaurus, because that bitch can spend as much money as he wants and not to be ever in trouble. But I got in trouble for starting the build on it. I think Monday? I am not sure. Well, I got in trouble for it yesterday, but I built it. I started it Monday.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to be pretty big. I want it to be, bright. It's a casino. But I want things from all of the rooms. It will mostly be overworld materials, but some nether, and then I think most plants in it to be from the end.
Mm.
I think it would be nice. I
I
also have to
mean,
finish the wall. It's such a big wall.
yeah. I don't know if you want. I mean, you're not allowed to build based off of what Skyler said, but I don't know. Does talking about building scratch the itch?
A little bit. It does help.
Mm.
I'm going to have to get so many materials for that casino. It is mostly mangrove. Do you know how difficult it is to get a lot of mangrove?
I've seen a mangrove biome. I believe it. The wood is very pretty though. I do like
It is
it.
so pretty. I love the red. And it's going to look so nice. It is just going to be hell. It's going to be awful.
Mm-hmm.
Torture.
Yeah.
More torture than I've already been through. I think this is worse than the actual torture.
Not being able to build is worse than actual torture.
No, thinking about having to gather the materials for the build is torture.
I mean, yeah, it can be, but as somebody who has experienced torture, I don't know if it's on that level.
I've experienced torture my whole life. Training. That's why I'm not as affected by the recent torture from the cultists. I was trained to withstand it. So.
I wasn't.
It is a difficult thing if you are not prepared for it. I suppose it is the one positive thing my mother did was torture me.
Do you? No, I was gonna ask a very obvious question.
What?
I was gonna ask if you're okay, but
I am fine. These are all in the past things.
yeah, but just because they're in the past doesn't mean they can't affect you now.
Apparently.
There's a lot of things that happened to me and that happened in the past that affect me to this day. That I wish wouldn't, but they do. I also have another question for you.
Ask away.
You asked to sleep a lot
Yes.
in global missives. You don't enjoy the wolf, do you?
It is not that. No, that is not why I ask for people to sleep a lot. It is I am always building, and it can be fairly dangerous to be building at night, and it is also hard to build when you can barely see above things. That is the only reason. I actually believe in balancing the person and the wolf. Recently, I've only been asking people to sleep because it is actually painful for me to be in wolf form at the moment, and it can loosen the paste on the bandage, which keeps the blood in. So those are the main reasons. But I love being a wolf. Actually, my mother was raised us to be proper, not savage, as wolfkin are called. So when I was sent away, so I did not serve in the war, I learned what it meant to be wolfkin from my family's ancestral home. And I am proud of it.
Paige, we have a lot more in common than I thought we would.
Do we?
I mean, you say that your family sent you away so that way you wouldn't be in the war. My family kind of did the same thing. I never fought in the war, even though it was mandatory enlistment in the end. I did do my mandatory military training, though. Couldn't really get me out of that one.
My in the overworld, only the wolfkin were drafted. We were the only ones, and my parents got me out of it.
It was only the wolfkins who were. Only the wolfkins?
Yes.
Not everyone.
No. I have been told that in the end everyone was, and no, it was only wolfkin in the overworld. Our rights were technically signed away, so we had to fight, except for me. There are some who avoided the draft, of course, but I was one who got out of it. And then my parents sent me away because I wanted to join. So.
You wanted to join?
I felt it only right. Of course, that was for reasons that it's not knowledge I can share.
You don't have to share anything you don't want to.
I know. I do like to be an open person, I suppose. But that is because I personally do not like liars or secrets. But there are things that I understand that I should not share as sadly to people of other realms, even if I think being open with allies is important. I understand things are not mine to tell.
Yeah, that is how it is sometimes, honestly.
That is why I was not upset with Roynar for not telling me about the Apollo. It was a bit for a moment, but then I, it is not. He was an heir, and also it is not my business if the family wants to keep things to themselves for a bit.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we mostly just kept it to the Endurians and then his close friends. I am not sure how close you were with Apollo. I just went around and told the people of who I know he was close with.
We were friends. He said we were friends.
Mm-hmm.
But we never spent as much time as we should have. It was mostly when we were in a group together that he and I were both in,
Mm-hmm.
I never really came to the end, so the time I could have spent with him was limited, as he was a bit limited from what I remember. Most of my grief is the regret of not being able to be closer friends.
Yeah. Apollo was restricted for good reasons.
Yes, he did get kidnapped that one time that I am aware of. I don't know if there were others, but I know of the one time.
I mean, also, he popped a couple totems here and there, you know. Bit of a reckless person. There were reasons as to why restrictions were put on him. There are technically restrictions on me right now, but I don't listen, so.
So you are doing the same thing he did?
I'm not the one going around popping totems like it's nothing, so I know how to be careful and handle myself. But restrictions were put on me for other reasons rather than just being reckless. So,
I see.
not really anything within my control. So I just don't listen to it.
I think I would not like the high vessel if she started putting restrictions on me.
Well, you're an heir now. She has the ability to do that.
Mm.
Although Helen and the High Vessel are two very different people. So I do not believe the High Vessel would put restrictions on you if it were not for a good reason or even at all.
That is fair.
Mm-hmm.
So I have heard that I think other realms do they restrict people on who they can marry?
You mean like for royalty?
Yes, I actually do not know if the overworld does it as well. But I know I think Nether does, just on a rank, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
We do here to an extent.
I thought maybe not, because weren't both heirs dating the librarians?
Apollo was dating Nixie, and Chris Stark is dating
Mhm.
Reyna, but Helen wasn't happy so much about the relationships, mostly because they were not noble.
I see.
From my understanding. And there were talks about arranging a marriage for Apollo at some point between me and Helen. So
Mm.
even though he was in a relationship with someone, there was still that possibility that Helen could have arranged something for Apollo
I see.
if she felt like someone would have been a better match politically.
Hmm.
Only the heirs have that restrictions though. Or I think only the heirs have that restrictions. Helen has not mentioned anything about anyone of nobility having those restrictions. I don't think I do. So
I think I would just not be heir if I was restricted in who I could marry. If I did not have choice, I would. I don't know. Can you resign from being heir? I think I can because I am not. It's not a birthright. I don't.
I mean it should be a birthright.
No,
Realistically.
the high vessel has plans against. It will not be an inherited position.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, because I am not. I don't. You know.
Yeah. But I mean, that's how it is here. It should be. But
I
then
see.
again, we have Chris Stark because there is no one else who was a sibling to either Apollo or Helen. So Catherine, before she died, adopted Chris a while ago. So
Mhm.
but a lot of people here believe that the throne should only go to a voidless.
That was the belief in the overworld. I mean, most I think still believe that they should go to a Shrikling.
Mm-hmm.
But
Whatever they believe.
but no, the plan is for it to rotate between the origins.
Mm. That's interesting.
Yes, I think it is. I think it is a good idea, you know, so that it is never one origin that has a set values that they place.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe not me.
From how I see that you handle Wolvenshire, I believe that you would be good in that position. It's just whether or not that you actually want it is the defining factor. If you don't want it, then you may not be good at it. But the way that I hear you handle Wolvenshire and that I see how much you care and build up that area, then I think you would be good at it.
A lot of people have told me this.
Well, that just means that a lot of people have a lot of what's the word? Faith in you.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope I am deserving of that faith.
People wouldn't place it in you if they didn't think that you didn't deserve it.
Well, thinking I deserve something and actually deserving it, they are two different things. What is he
It sounds like
doing? Is he just continuing research? He keeps coming by.
Doing. You are scaring me right now.
I'm fine. This is just a little ledge.
I know, but still.
And the fall would not even be that far.
I feel like I should pick Cage.
It is fine. It was only a little fall.
Cage.
I did not even take damage from it.
You back on the roof?
Of course I am.
The uncompleted roof, I see.
Yes.
Are you wanting to go anywhere or do anything? Have you gotten a tour of Blackthorn?
No. I think out of Blackthorn I have only been to the area, that first part, and then Ama's house.
Do you want a tour of Blackthorn, or do you want to at least walk around, look?
Walking around would be good, probably.
Okay, well then we need to get off the roof. Hey!
There you go.
What was that?
I swear!
What were you doing on the roof?
We were talking?
Yep. I tried to pick up
mean-
Paige. I tried.
Sorry. I just got startled. Paige, I would request that you please do not do that. Especially jumping off that.
It didn't do much harm to me. I am fine. It is a very small distance.
To be fair, I tried to pick them up
I
before.
appreciate that greatly. Please, I understand that it didn't do much harm, but there will be more harm done if any of the sutures come unstuck.
Alright, I won't jump from the roof anymore.
Thank you. Why were you both sitting on the roof?
We were talking.
There are benches.
But the roof is comfortable.
There are benches.
It may be something along the lines of what the Dragonborns like to do in terms of perching.
Paige doesn't have wings.
The eclipse is up there.
Ah.
And there are benches.
Yeah, it's a better view from up there.
I'm not putting a bench on the roof.
That is fine, I can just sit on the roof.
But there are benches.
I
Don't think
you're
we're
winning
getting
this one.
anywhere.
I don't think, Skyler. I don't think you're winning this one.
Trust me, I jump from roofs all the time. It is fine. This distance would not do anything.
However, in this situation,
I think he really cannot do.
do not, please refrain.
I will try. Blackthorn. Honestly, I kind of want to push and see how far he's willing to do this coddling act, because yesterday he was very different. Called me an idiot, and I preferred the bluntness, not this act.
Well, then maybe you should tell Skyler that you prefer the bluntness over
I did,
the...
and he said he was just tired, and that it would not happen again. What are you staring
Hold
down
on.
that you have your sword out for? What the fuck was that?
Shadow people?
There are shadow people here?
Yes, they come from that biome.
I thought the only dangerous things here were Endermen and like the jellyfish. Why are there shadow people? What?
It's just what comes from that biome. I mean, if technically if you want to see shadow people, I could do something you could see a shadow person.
Oh, yes, avoiding ability. I know of it. I was just... Statue layout will not like this? What? Why does that sign say that? What does that even mean?
They're planning to build a dragon statue.
But why will not like this?
Why not?
It does not make sense, the sentence structure. Statue layout will not like this. What?
I think that will not be like this.
Oh, I see. I was very confused. Oh, that is the thing that gives off that light. Yeah, sometimes occasional, like, beacon lights pop up. And it looked like it was coming from that thing.
Oh. Yeah. Those are all over the end. It's a little weird, honestly. It happens from time to time.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, Blackthorn. It has expanded a bit. That's their tool area with all their materials and stuff like that that they use to build this area. Currently they're repurposing these little huts. This is a hut for my wine. So people can come here buy wine if they want to. It is at a discounted price here since it's not my actual winery.
If I had my money on me, but I left that at 0.
You do not have to pay if you, what do you want?
No, it is fine.
I'm offering to give you wine for free, Paige.
I don't drink much wine, actually. I did see you had mead before. I do like mead.
There is mead over there, yeah.
Is there?
Mm-hmm. This is mead.
Oh.
Oh, I just labeled it wrong. What the?
Yes, I was reading the label.
Yeah, but if you want mead, I can give.
I can pay for it. I can come back whenever I have my money on me.
Okay, don't take the free mead. I don't offer to give out that often, so that is a house that has been turned into a chicken coop because Zach had the bright idea of putting the chickens in the bottom layer of his house. They climbed the ladders apparently. That was a chicken coop. Zach made a new house up there.
Is liking chickens a common thing in the end?
No, he only has a chicken because Apollo gave him a chicken.
I see.
Yeah, but there is Zach's new house is up there. We're not gonna go up there because he's feeling well. What the fuck?
You ran into it.
I know. This is a place where you can put in orders to Sundew. I think this is what that is. Yeah, it is. This is where you can put in, with the prices of everything, if you want to put in an order with Sundew for anything and like blacksmithing stuff, for Eternium, that's where you can do it.
Makes you slow.
More entertaining.
It makes
slime.
You slow.
It's slime. Or membrane. So bouncy. And then over here, that's Sundew's house, I guess.
Mm.
And then down this way is Sundew's blacksmithing shop, where you can buy things like anything blacksmithing.
Oh. This is very nice.
Eternium, yeah,
Not
it's
allowed.
not completely. Eternium, it is allowed. That's what the custom orders are for.
Oh.
But
I thought it was
here
not
we-
allowed. What was it that wasn't allowed for trading?
There's not much that we gatekeep from the end. It's just we have specific regulations on you getting things. So like Eternium, it's gonna come. Well, one, it's just gonna be priced higher for someone who's not an Enderian, and it's gonna be taxed.
I see.
So it's gonna cost more to obtain the Eternium, but as long as you obtain it through the right regulation, then there's not an issue. Along with Terminite, Thalassium, and then this is Terminite. But things like Elytras are also, we have regulations on.
Oh yes, I bought one.
From who?
Vincent? Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Apparently he might be, Rexaurus might be upset with him because he did sell it to me while I was concussed. And then I did fly.
Okay.
But that is my fault, so. Whoopsies.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be flying when concussed.
Oh, but this is so fun. I only flew into a roof once.
Oh, okay, Paige.
Other than that, I was perfectly fine.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Being perfectly fine?
Flying into a roof when concussed.
Oh, it was fine. My only moment, you know, just a little bit of a hit and then you fall down to the ground and this is fine.
And then up there is our
Oh yes, I accidentally went up there once.
arena. Yeah, it's our arena. I can take you up there if you want to look at it, but
yes, I stood on that and then I didn't know what it did because I've never seen that before. So
it'll take you up there.
I know, and then I panicked and quickly came back, so I did not look at it. I wasn't sure if that was.
Yeah, the Knights Guild Hall. Back here, they're planning on making a pathway and a staircase down to their training area. And there's going to be a training area down there. And then there's a flight course for the Dragonborn.
Oh. Seems fun.
Did Skyler say you're not allowed to fly?
I did not mention it. So.
Well, if you didn't mention it, then I guess that means that you're allowed.
You're right. I think so. But my Elytra is in the room.
If you want to come back here at any point, you can. So. But yeah, that is Blackthorn.
Well, now I know more than I did before.
And
I really had only gone to Ama's.
Yeah.
Another area?
There's another area that's being prepped for a festival right now.
Oh yes, I have to. Oh, that's another thing on my to-do list.
What?
Sometime in June, will be Wolvenshire will be hosting a moon festival. So
Oh,
yes.
that's nice.
Yes, I just have to build for it. So that will be
Oh,
fun. Hopefully I am good by then to build.
yeah, that'll be interesting. Especially since you're not allowed to build right now.
Well, it is in June. I'm sure I will be. I'm sure I will be fine by then. I think I will either be healed or dead by June.
Oh, that's
So
not. I don't like those odds.
well,
Well, I mean, hopefully healed,
yes. Well, I
not
do not
dead.
think. You know, I think steadily bleeding out over 2 months. I think I would be gone by then.
Oh no. Anyway, back to Stellaris, I guess.
Sorry, it's at the very end. I always forget.
You're fine. Sometimes I just have to organize my stuff. Oh my god, and then it'll be
I
fine.
thought the void took you for a moment.
No, it was not the void. It was me accidentally sitting on something that I. Okay. Back to the roof. I see.
Yes.
This is what we're doing today. Again.
Who is in the overworld? I don't know.
I have no idea.
It is probably best I don't. I would be so fine with being in my wolf farm here, but the bandages are annoying to continue to have to change. So if less time. There we go.
Yeah, there you are.
In all of my glory, I suppose. Hello, Enderman. He is jumping. At least the eclipse is here.
The eclipse.
Can you not see it?
No.
It is I suppose a black circle surrounded by light. The eclipse is what I follow. So I know the people here have the void. And I have the eclipse. Every time I come here, it is good to see it.
Do you normally not see it in the overworld?
No, in the overworld, the only times the sun and the moon are able to be together is at the perfect moment of sunrise and sunset. Until there are certain days that the sun and the moon can be together. And on those days, my people, not all Wolfkin, because most Wolfkin only follow the moon, but my people, we celebrate. We have festivals. We drink all day and we have our parties and our fun, and then at night we are wolves. The celebration of both halves. Because that was the eclipse is. Both halves joining.
I'm not gonna lie, it kind of sounds like a little bit of a love story to me.
It is. We believe the sun and moon are married, and that the Wolfkin are the children of that union. At least my people do.
Oh.
There is actually quite a variety of beliefs within the Wolfkin. I suppose it is because we mainly stick to our packs and we are fairly spread out. But
to be honest, you are the only Wolfkin that I hear talk about their heritage. I'm proud of it.
I think a lot of the Wolfkin were hurt by the forced draft. Were very targeted. Some things were lost as packs were punished for refusing to go.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know one Wolfkin in the overworld. I don't think was raised with the culture of a Wolfkin. Not fully.
Interesting.
I don't know Fifi that well, and I don't spend too much time with Kelly. So I think I will be as we are both planning the Moon Festival. But I suppose my pride comes from learning what I had lost, what I had missed out on, and I am happy I found it, even if it was late.
That's good. Good that you believe in. That you believe in something more than yourself.
My family was actually before my parents fucked up the family name. We were meant to be, suppose the what is it called? The wise men of the pack. The people who leaders and other wolves came to for advice about the balancing, every issue they had.
Mm-hmm.
That is, we are the willow beaks. Our family crest is an owl in a willow tree. But then my parents took that to mean we were better than the rest. I want to continue the legacy it was supposed to be. I suppose that is why I'm always willing to listen to people and give advice.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like my whole job. Literally, not even joking.
Well, you're very good at your job.
Thank you.
But if you ever need someone to do that for you, I am here. Obviously, you cannot tell me everything, as you are lady in waiting to the Empress, and that comes with its own problems and things you cannot say. But anything you can, I can listen.
Well, that's nice to hear.
Phil?
It's also nice to hear you talk about your heritage and your pack like that. You sound so happy to talk about it. So.
Those were the happiest years of my life. Being away, although it meant that I was not able to help in the war like I wanted. I learned that I could be more than my mother's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And I am forever thankful for that.
That's good. Doesn't sound like a awfully warm or caring person, and you seem as if you are. Almost the exact opposite.
That is mostly my friends who thank for that.
Mm-hmm.
I would be a very different person if I did not have those bonds to force me to. Oh, there is Vincent.
There he goes.
There he goes. Off.
Oh. Say his name and he will respond.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Boo. Anyway, I'll leave. Goodbye.
Oh,
Okay.
I mean, you two are having quality time up here. I'm gonna leave. Goodbye.
Oh,
he's a very odd
Okay.
one sometimes.
he is very odd.
I was about to say something, but I don't think that would be very good to say.
Well, now I want to hear it.
It was he will deny it forever, but Amelia said that he once ate a waffle off the floor.
Oh, he did. I saw it.
So he was lying, the rat.
Yes, I saw him do that. It was something that did happen. I was there for it.
He said there was no proof, and Amelia said that he ate the proof.
He did, literally.
Can be a bit silly, but he
can
seems
be.
responsible, at least.
He is. He's a good advisor. So
I think silliness is a bit important. If you take everything in life too seriously, it can become a chore, I think.
It can be.
This is why I enjoy Olivier's company. He's a very silly person sometimes, but also very, I think, emotionally intelligent at times.
I haven't had many extensive conversations with Olivier, honestly, so I wouldn't really know.
He's very kind.
From what I've seen, yes.
We had a talk, I think, on Monday or Sunday. One of those 2 days. I'm glad he did not treat me like I could not do things. He was a bit concerned over injuries, but otherwise, I don't know. He was very very nice to talk to after all these things happening.
Yeah. It is good to hello. It is good to, be around people who are like-minded in that way, I guess. Or at least for you, you said you don't like being coddled, so I guess the best thing for you to be not around people who coddle you.
Yes. I
Or
hope
sometimes
I hope to spend more time with him if I am, sorry for this phrasing, but stuck here in the end.
Stuck here.
Sadly, yes. I'm kidnapped again, as Amelia put it.
You came here willingly. You even asked me for an escort.
Well, I feel like if I did not show up, I would have gotten locked in a box and sent by my friends. So I'd rather come willingly than be actually kidnapped again. Because it was not... Me coming here was very much forced on me a bit. So I did say that Skyler should be my doctor, as he knows more about curses, but did not think that involved me coming here until it was decided, and I was pulled along.
But think of it this way. At least you get to spend more time with people in the end.
This is true. I spent more time with Jara.
Do not do what I know that you are thinking of doing. Do not do.
Oh, benches.
Fine, I'll come down.
You know what? You know what? You. I mean, all right. You know, the roof. You're right. Is lovely. View. The roof is so lovely. So I will just. You're welcome to sit on the roof all you want now. How
Mm-hmm.
about? Yeah, that's.
Oh, thank you so much for your consideration, Skylar.
Here to help. Here to help.
Oh.
It's really keeping it up, isn't he?
Yes.
For any other injuries sustained. You're welcome back on the roof now.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Paige, don't you think the roof was getting rather boring, though?
A little bit, yes.
Yes. Don't you think the benches are not much better view?
A little bit, yes. The water is nice here.
Yeah, the water is very nice. I don't think we'll go up on the roof again.
I think this will make my stay much more enjoyable.
You ever want to push his buttons, let me know and I'll help.
Well, if he finally starts acting like he should be, then, you know. Don't like this sudden change. I've interacted with him a few times, and this change is not one I like. I don't like when people act with falseness. Well, we're not here.
He is very much not like that on a daily basis. I'm pretty sure he called me a bitch the first day I met him.
Well, he called me a moron yesterday at my appointment, so...
I see. You obviously are not a moron.
Well, I try not to be.
I don't think you are.
There's so many stars here.
There are. They're really pretty. That's why I like the end so much.
It is very nice. I do miss the aurora that I get the in Wovenshire, but the amount of stars here is far more.
Yeah, I saw the aurora once. For the first time a little bit ago with Zach. So
it's very pretty. Well,
how much longer do you think you could keep it up?
I think I know a way to break it.
Oh no. What?
I don't think I should tell you because you would stop me.
Oh. What is it?
I cannot tell you. You would stop me.
It depends on what it is. I may not stop you if I think it's entertaining enough, honestly.
No, it would not be entertaining. Just enough to get him to stop acting like this, I think.
Well, now I'm curious and I want to know.
No, maybe I will tell you tomorrow.
Hmm.
But I will probably go and do some paperwork.
Yes, I think that would be a good idea. You should definitely maybe stay stationary for a bit since you've taken a couple falls today.
Oh, I don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to... I still have to write some laws for Wolvenshire, so I have a lot of paperwork to do.
You have fun with that.
I enjoyed our talk.
I'm glad. I enjoyed seeing your face again.
Hopefully the bruises did not throw you off.
The bruises. Scars are hot.
Okay,
Have a good night.
as well. I don't think I can deal with this, actually. I'm able to... I think if they do not know, then perhaps they cannot. I cannot get in trouble for doing some building. You know. I will try to keep it minor. I will. Oh, I should maybe go to the office instead. Because I will be doing the interior. So I will have no problem. I cannot be in there with... No. He's being so... I am not a child. I am a grown adult who has been through much worse than this. I do not need him to treat me as if every little thing is going to kill me. I need to do some building. I need to... Where am I? I need to find my lanterns. I could have sworn I had them. They're up here. But I don't know can hurt them. However, it can hurt a tiny little bit. A little bit of hurting has not hurt anyone. Okay. Where is... I know I have lanterns. Now where the fuck are they? Well, I suppose I don't have to worry about it for now. Also, we could try moving some things down here. Perhaps this can act as some sort of punishment to Skyler for being so overbearing. Exactly. But I also just want to get the building done. I could have sworn. Where the fuck is my things? Did I leave things in the library? I don't think so. Where are you, Ashen Koi? I forgot about you again. I apologize. We could try and finish this. No, I should probably not be doing roofs. So they are not in here. Hmm. I'm so confused. You know, I've been misplacing things a lot recently. Actually, I need to check the visitors at the end. Well, at least you are not chilling children, but guess what? Wolvenshire law, you... not supposed to be here. So, actually, I'm going to take care of you. See, if I had not come back, then there would be a cultist in my town. Without me able to, you know, get rid of them. Also, I think I might have passed where my shit is. What? Can you? Hello? Hello? Ew. It is a scream. There they are. There we go. This is why I could not find it. Margarita? There's alcohol at the inn? Don't mind if I do. Alright, what's wrong? What are you trading? Oh! It's regular golden apples, but I'll take that. What about you? Regular as well. It's fine. Well, I think I will be able to spend some time working on the village. Without anyone to tell me I can't. Perhaps cultists should be sentenced to the oubliette. I don't know what that means. Essentially a hole in the ground where people are tested and forgotten. Oh, I see. Maybe. But I don't think human traffickers should. I don't know. While I am killing them, I think a swift death is best. I don't know. Just take care of it so it is no longer a problem. Well, I am tired actually, so I think I will rest for a bit and then build some. Because I cannot sleep in the end. How are we doing, guys? Hope you guys enjoyed today. I'm gonna be doing like a fade to black like every stream, I think. And then maybe sometimes I'll talk. But there's also like fade to black whenever I'm doing like changing, you know, things like that. So, you know, don't get too surprised unless I just suddenly end and then it's like, oh, okay. Hello! Yes, Paige is so rebellious, guys. Nah, she's just tired of being seen as like I don't know, like she knows she's weak, but she's also very durable and knows that she will always survive. So, and she knows what she's capable of. I don't know, I don't think it's like, I don't know, it's different. She also does view herself as strong at the same time. So, because if she's not strong, then what is she? Hi, Kate. Very nice, I am. I can't do Yoda. Very nice. No, I don't. How do you do Yoda? Very nice, I am. No, that's bad. That's awful. Just do Paige. Very nice, I am. How dare you leave? Listen. Skyler was getting on her nerves. That's why she leave. Like her stay was made better by like people talking with her, but like every single time Skylar showed up, she just got more and more irritated. She's just like, I'm gonna. And you know what her stress relief is? Building. Let's go, baby. Yeah. But I hope you guys did enjoy. So many good meme opportunities. Oh, were there? I'll have to see any memes that you guys make. I did at some point look at the Discord and I saw a meme that made me laugh, and then I had to stop myself because I was like, Paige shouldn't be laughing right now. Like I just sort of glanced at it and went, oh. So yeah. Oh, you did already? Awesome. Amazing. I will be looking at those. We're gonna raid Kano. I will probably stream tomorrow just because you know, we're in the end. Pretty much we can't do anything other than lore, you know? The child one? Oh. Hold on, let me look, let me see before we raid. Their page. Amazing. Alright. Farewell, have a nice time with Kano. Sorry I had the stream today. Did you be missed? That's alright. You know, there's always the VODs you can watch. I'm a bit behind on the YouTube VODs, but that's because I'm still deciding on if I'm gonna edit Paige's point of view of Saturday coming back. I struggle with editing, so if I decide not to edit it, that's when I will upload the VODs because then it'll be skipped. So yeah. But I hope you guys enjoy having fun with Kano.